10 years or so, but in the last 5 years, I've been collecting a lot more serious now that I've become a bit more educated on how to
Can you
collect.
speak up a little bit, please?
I've been collecting for about 10 years or so, but in the last 5 years, I've been collecting a bit more serious now that I've become a bit more educated on reading, going to museums, galleries, talking with a lot of artists, exchange information, guidance, you know, and getting a feel of art in a whole different realm. You know, not just the paintings, but the art for the music, entertainment, theater, for the arts. And it's been a journey. Yes.
Louis?
I've been collecting for approximately 40 years. It started out basically in college, and I used to collect these, well actually I used to lift these posters off of the walls. No, very seriously. In those days you didn't have mass productions, and when Howard, the Howard players would produce plays, the students would actually do posters, original posters in watercolors or tempera, whatever. And I would wait until the production was over and go and just take one up. But after that, I started collecting just pieces that I liked. It evolved into going to museums and art galleries. When my late wife and I started purchasing, the intent was to make these purchases for future use of educating the children. But like most of you might know, once you get acquainted with the piece and you like it, you're not willing to depart with it. So instead of selling the art when they were ready, or when the one was ready to go to college, we made loans and took from savings or whatever. In the past 10 years, I've been more serious as a collector. I haven't done as much research as I probably should have. I've always been guided by my eye. And the more I collect, the more critical my eye becomes. I'm preferring originals now, unless the artist is best known for their prints. And that's about it for us, as long as I've been collecting.
And Robbie, how long have you been collecting?
Yes. Actually, I prepared my remarks, but I think that Troy must have been looking over my shoulder. Because I wrote, I've been collecting for approximately 10 years, and but have acquired nearly half my collection in the last 5 years, which is the truth, and that's what he said. That said, a primary catalyst for my process of collecting has been actually getting a house that had large walls, which was what started me. And then I've become a person obsessed with the color and the way it feels to walk in and see it there. But it actually started when I had the wall space. Actually, I said I began meeting soon after making the spiritual commitment to adorn my home with color. I began meeting the artists who will become my friends and whose work constitutes the bulk of my collection.
And Dr. Lynch, how long have you been collecting?
78 years. From birth, I guess.
Yeah.
That's as long as I've been here. So, but it's a fascinating question, because coming from Yard, from Trenchtown, from poverty, from what's the place it's now, from Southeast, wherever it is, where I come from, the projects, the barrack rooms, whatever it is, we had to collect things. We had to go to the dumps to collect food and collect cans and to collect a lot of stuff. So very early in life, we collected comic books and did pieces of work with comic books. We collected pictures of Joe Louis and Jesse Owens as little boys who wanted to be athletes, and Sugar Ray Robinson, and these were our dreams. And that, I think, led later on to collecting art, and collecting ideas, and collecting people's genius, especially our people. And coming from a carnival country like Trinidad, color was always something that we were enriched with from day one. Dancing and moving and designing, things, cloth and cardboard and steel and whatever it is. And so therefore I've just grown into that, and I've just done that all my life. And today, fortunately, now you call it art.